but I know it's locked. I check the clock, but the time has stopped. There's a silence here that I can't ignore, since your keys don't rattle in the lock no more. I used to think that peace was gold, but now this quiet is getting old. The air is hairy, the air is cold. I'm trying to drown the silence out, but it's the only thing I hear. It's screaming your name, like it's standing right here. 'Cause these loud empty rooms are breaking my heart in two. Every shadow on the wall is just a ghost of me and you. I can't escape the sound of you not being around. It's the deafening truth in these loud empty rooms. I see your coffee cup on the stand. I'm reaching out for a vanished hand. The world is moving at the speed of light, but I'm just stuck in the middle of the night. Every corner has a story to tell of a heaven that turned into a lonely hell. I'm trying to drown the silence out, but it's the only thing I hear. It's screaming your name. God, I wish you were here. 'Cause these loud empty rooms are breaking my heart in two. Every shadow on the wall is just a ghost of me. I can't escape the sound of you not being around. It's the deafening truth in these loud empty I give anything for a slamming door, for your footsteps on the hardwood floor. Just a word, just a breath, just a sign of life to cut through this silence like a knife. Ooh, it's so loud, so these loud empty rooms are breaking my heart in two. Every shadow on the wall is just a ghost of me and you. I can't escape the sound of you not being around. It's the deafening truth. The only thing I had left of you is these loud empty rooms. The emptiness is loud, I'm crying on the floor. You don't live here anymore. Ceiling's got a crack I never saw before. I'm memorizing patterns on the hardwood floor. The dust is settling in the places where we dance, and I'm just looking for a ghost of a second chance. My knees gave out the second that you walked away. Now I'm down here where the time. Try to find a reason or rhyme, and I'm right here on the floor, where you left me, where you broke me. I can't take it anymore. Every memory is a weight that's pulling on me. The world is spinning fast outside that door, but I'm just crashing down. Yeah, I'm just crashing down on the floor. I'm surrounded by the things we used to own, in a house that suddenly feels like a zone of silence and of secrets and of what went wrong. I'm singing to the carpet like a funeral song. They say the time will heal, they say that I'll be fine, but they are living on this jagged, broken lie. Should get up, I should stand tall, but I'm still waiting for the echoes of your call. I'm paralyzed, I'm lost in space, in this cold and empty place. And I'm right here on the floor, where you left me, where you brought me. I can't take it anymore. Every memory is a weight that's pulling on me. The world is spinning fast outside that door, but I'm just crashing down. Yeah, I'm just crashing down on the floor. Maybe this is where I belong now, underneath the wreckage of a broken bow. Looking up, but I can't see the light. It's just me and the gravity of tonight. Oh, I'm down so low, I've got nowhere to go. Hey, I'm right here on the floor, where you left me, where you brought me. I can't take it anymore. Every memory is a weight that's pulling on me. The world is moving on, I'm sure, but I'm just crashing down. I'm just breaking down on the floor. Just a cold word against my skin, waiting for the air to let me back in. I watched the sun come up like it was nothing new, like it didn't know the world was missing you. I heard the neighbor's car start up at 8:30, and children laughing as they ran toward the gate. Don't they know that everything has changed? Don't they see the stars are rearranged? I'm standing still, statue in the rain, while everyone is rushing past my pain. Here catching buses, they're making plans, while my whole life is slipping through my hands. And the world kept moving like it didn't even care that I'm reaching out for someone who isn't there. The traffic didn't stop, the clocks didn't break, the earth didn't shiver from this giant mistake. How can the lights still be glowing this bright when my whole universe ended last night? Yeah, the world kept moving, but I'm still here. I see the headlines on the paper on the street, I see the strangers walking by on tired feet. They're buying coffee, they're checking on the time, while I'm just trying to remember how to climb out of this hole, out of this dark. But there's no fire left, not even a spark. I'm standing still, a ghost inside a crowd. I wanna scream, but I'm not that loud. They're catching buses, they're making plans, while my whole life is slipping through my hands. And the world kept moving like it didn't even care that I'm reaching out for someone who isn't there. The traffic didn't stop, the clocks didn't break, the earth didn't shiver from this giant mistake. How can the lights still be glowing this bright? My whole universe ended last night. Yeah, the world kept moving. The world kept moving. Stop the cars, tell the wind to quit blowing. Don't they see where my life is going? It's unfair tonight to grind that the sun has enough to keep trying to shine. I just stop for a minute. Just stop. The world kept moving like it didn't even care that I'm reaching out for someone who isn't there. The traffic didn't stop, the clocks didn't break, the earth didn't shiver from this giant mistake. How can the lights still be glowing this bright when my whole universe ended last night? Yeah, the world kept moving. The world kept moving, but I'm still here. Still here. Still waiting for the end of the day. But the world just keeps turning away. I'm scanning faces on the subway train, I'm reading shadows through the window pane. I see a jacket that looks just like yours, and For a second my heart just soars, but then he turns around and it's a stranger's eyes, and I'm just left here with another dark surprise. I know you're gone, I know the truth, but I'm still haunted by the ghost of our youth. I'm a detective in a lonely town, chasing a trail that's only leading me down. And I'm still looking for you in every crowd and every shade of blue. I'm searching the streets, I'm searching the sky for a reason why we had to say goodbye. My heart is a compass, it's broken in two, and it's always, always looking for you. I check the places where we used to go, that little cafe where the lights are low. I see your name in every neon sign. I'm losing touch with the finish line. People tell me that I've got to let go, but there's a part of me they'll never, ever know. I know you're gone, I know the truth, but I'm still haunted by the ghost of our youth. I'm a detective in a lonely town, chasing a trail that's only leading me down. I'm still looking for you in every crowd and every shade of blue. I'm searching the streets, I'm searching the sky for a reason why we had to say goodbye. My heart is a compass, it's broken in two, and it's always, always looking for you. Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm lost, but I keep on walking no matter the cost. Follow your shadow to the end of the world, just to find the boy who loved this girl. I'm still searching, I'm still reaching. Yeah, I'm still looking for you in every crowd, in every shade of blue. I'm searching the streets, I'm searching the sky for a reason why we had to say goodbye. My heart is a compass, it's broken in two, and it's always, always looking for you. Every face, every street, every heartbeat looking for you. Intend for you, looking for you. looked me in the eye and said forever. He held my hand and swore you'd never leave. I hung on every word. I was a dreamer. I was a fool who wanted to believe. The way you smiled, the way you moved, it was a masterpiece. I've got the proof. Every I love you was a work of art, painted in the colors of my broken heart. I didn't see the cracks, I didn't see the signs. I was too busy reading between the lines. And oh, it was a perfect light, the kind that makes a woman wanna die. It was beautiful, it was deep, so well, you should win a prize for the way you hid the truth behind those eyes. Yeah, it was perfect, a perfect lie. Now I'm looking back at every movie, every sunset, every promise that we made. Yeah, just scenes from a script you wrote to fool me, just a game that you professionally played. I fell for the magic, I fell for the spark, but you were just a shadow dancing in the days. Every out of you was a work of art, painted in the colors of my broken heart. I didn't see the cracks, I didn't see the signs. I was so blinded by your hollow lines. And oh, it was a perfect lie, the kind that makes a woman wanna die. It was beautiful, it was deep, it was wide, and I was drowning in the rising tide. You played the part so well, you should win a prize for the way you hid the truth behind those eyes. Yeah, it was perfect, so damn perfect, a perfect lie. You deserve an Oscar for the way you cried, for the way you convinced me you're on my side. I stood there applauding while you broke my my hair, I changed my mind. I left the girl I was behind. I tried to be the one you choose, but I was born for us to lose. I gave you every breath I had in me, searching for the woman you wanted to see. I was a river, you wanted the sea. I was a shadow, you wanted to be free. I climbed the mountain, I reached for the sun, but the race was over before it begun. And it's killing me to know that I was just not good enough, not strong enough, not brave enough to keep your love. I poured my heart into the cracks of us, but all I found was diamonds, turning into dust. No matter how I tried, no matter what I do, I was never quite enough for you. I memorized your every mood. I gave you grace, I gave you food for a soul that was never satisfied. God knows how many times I died just to keep the peace, just to keep you near. And now the only thing that's left is this silence here. I was a river, you wanted the sea. I was a shadow, you wanted to be free. I climbed the mountain, I reached for the sun, but the race was over before it begun. And it's killing me to know that I was just not good enough, not strong enough, not brave enough to keep your love. I poured my heart into the cracks of us, but all I found was diamonds, turning into dust. No matter how I tried, no matter what I do, I was never quite enough for you. Tell me what I missed, tell me what she's got. Give me the reason for the things I'm not. Was I too loud? Was I too much? Or was I just a ghost you didn't want to touch? It wasn't enough. No, it wasn't It's killing me to know that I was just not good enough, not brave enough to keep your love. I poured my heart into the cracks of us, but all I found was diamonds, turning into dust. No matter how I tried, no matter what I do, I was never quite enough for you. Just not enough. your love. I used to wake up to the sugar on your tongue, back when the world was new and we were young. Every good morning was a melody I'd crave. Now it's just another flower on the braes. I'm drinking coffee but I can't feel the heat, because the memory of you just isn't sweet. You promised me honey, you promised me gold, but all I'm left with is a story that's grown old. The wine has turned to vinegar in the glass, watching the ghost of our forever past. And no, it's a bitter taste you left behind, the poison apple growing in my mind. I'm trying to wash away the flavor, like a crying shame. You were the nectar, now you're the thorn. I'm waking up to a cold and bitter morn. Yeah, it's a bitter, such a bitter taste. I see your picture and I wanna look away, but the sting of your betrayal is here to stay. You talk so smooth like velvet on my skin, but you were hiding all the salt and sand within. I took the bait, yeah, I swallowed every line. Now I'm the one who's paying for the crime. You promised me honey, you promised me gold, but all I'm left with is a story that's grown old. The wine has turned to vinegar in the dice, watching the ghost of our forever past. And oh, it's a bitter taste you left behind, a poison apple growing in my mind. I'm trying to wash away the flavor of your name, but every I love you feels like a crying shame. I'm clearing the air, but I still taste the ghost of you I'm waking up to a cold and bitter moon. Yeah, it's a bitter, such a bitter taste. used to wake up shaking in the night, clinging to you, praying for the light. I used to wonder how I'd ever breathe if you ever packed your bags and chose to leave. It was the nightmare that I couldn't outrun. And now I'm standing here, and it's done. The sky didn't fall, the sun didn't die, but everything else is a giant goodbye. I'm looking at the space where you used to be, and the ghost of us is all I see. And the worst happened, the thing I feared the most. I'm living in a house that's haunted by your ghost. The bridge finally broke, the stars all went black, and there's no way of calling you back. I survived the storm, but I lost the world. Now there's nothing left for this girl. Yeah, the worst happened. I see your side of the bed so neat and flat. I never thought I'd have to live like that. I'm waiting for the punchline, for the just a joke, but I'm just standing in the middle of the smoke. The hypothetical is turned into the truth that has stolen every piece of my youth. Looking at the door, I'm looking at the floor, I'm realizing you don't love me anymore. I'm paralyzed, I'm stuck in the cold, watching the end of the story we told. And the worst happened, the thing I feared the most. I'm living in a house that's haunted by your ghost. The bridge finally broke, the stars all went black, and there's no way of calling you back. I survived the storm, but I lost the world. Now there's nothing left for this girl. Yeah, the worst I spent a lifetime trying to hold on. I spent my energy before you were gone. I prepared for the fire, I prepared for the rain, but nothing could prepare me for this kind of pain. It's real, it's finally that's haunted by your ghost. The bridge finally broke, the stars all went black, and there's no way of calling you back. I survived the storm, but I lost the world. Now there's nothing left, nothing left. Yeah, the worst happened. It actually happened. I used to wake up sharpened. Don't tell me that you're sorry now. Don't try to fix a broken vow. The mirror shattered on the floor, and I don't recognize us anymore. We can't unsay the words that cut so deep. You can't wake up the love we put to sleep. It's like trying to catch the rain in my hands, or building a castle on sinking sands. We've crossed the line, we've hit the wall, and there's nothing left of us to salvage it all. Because the damage is done, the fire has burned out the sun. You can't glue the pieces of a heart back together. You can't promise me it's gonna get better. Scars are too deep, the battle is lost. I'm standing here counting the cost. Yeah, the smoke has cleared and the war is won, but the damage is done. I see you reaching for my hand, like you think I'll understand, but every touch just feels like ice. I've already paid the highest price. You can't put out a forest with a tear. You can't erase the ghosts that live in here. It's like trying to catch the rain in my hands, or building a castle on sinking sands. We've crossed the line, we hit the wall, and there's nothing left of us to salvage it all. Because the damage is done, the fire has burned out the sun. You can't glue the pieces of a heart back together. You can't promise me it's gonna get better. The scars are too deep, the battle is lost. I'm standing here counting the cost. Yeah, the smoke has cleared and the war is won, but the damage is done. Maybe in another life we got it right. Maybe we didn't give up the fight, but in this life the bridge is down, and I'm just a queen without a crown. Oh, you can't fix it. No, you can't fix it. The damage is done, the fire has burned out the sun. You can't glue the pieces of a heart back together. You can't promise me it's gonna get better. The scars are too deep, the battle is lost. I'm standing here counting the cost. Yeah, the smoke has cleared. We're finally done. The damage is over now. The damage is done. Walk away, 'cause there's nothing left to say. I'm looking at your face, but it's a mask. I'm asking questions I shouldn't have to ask. Where is the man who used to hold my soul? Where is the light that made me feel so whole? The way you're looking at me is so cold and new, like I'm a stranger, you're just passing through. You've got the same eyes, you've got the same name, but you're playing such a different kind of game. I'm reaching out to touch a man who isn't there, searching for a heart that's vanished into air. So tell me, who are you? 'Cause you're not the one I know. Where did you hide the love you swore was true? I'm standing in the wreckage of a life built on a lie, watching the person I love just say goodbye. I don't recognize the ghost in front of me. Who are you? And where is he? You're using words you never used before. You're walking like you've got one foot out the door. Every memory I have feels like a crying, like I was living in a different space and time. Did you ever love me? Or was it just a show? The more I look at you, the less I really know. You got the same eyes, you've got the same name, but you're playing such a different kind of game. I'm reaching out to touch a man who isn't there, searching for a heart that's vanished into air. So tell me, who are you? 'Cause you're not the one I knew. Where did you hide the love you swore was true? I'm standing in the wreckage of a life built on a lie, watching the person I love just say goodbye. I don't recognize the ghost in front of me. Who are you? Where is he? Give me back the heart you stole under false pretenses. Break down the walls, tear down your defenses. I didn't sign up for this version of the truth. I didn't give you all the beauty of my youth to end up with a stranger. Who are you? I don't know you. You're just a shadow. You're just a name and nothing will ever be the You're just a shadow. You're just a name, and nothing will ever be the same. floorboards are humming a song I don't know. The wind in the hallway is starting to blow. I'm sitting here counting the drips from the sink. It's so quiet that I can't even think. But then there's a sound like a ghost in the wall, the echo of us when we had it all. It's the sound of a promise that's starting to break. It's the sound of the heartbeats that you used to take. I'm losing my mind in this empty space, trying to find a trace of your face. Do you hear it too? The sound of the silence that's screaming for you. The crash of the memories hitting the floor. The ghost of your key turning around in the door. It's louder than thunder, it's colder than rain, the deafening rhythm of all of this pain. Tell me, do you hear it too? I try to turn up the radio loud, but I can't hide the shadow, I can't hide the cloud. I hear your voice in the steam of the shower, I hear the clock ticking off every hour. Are you sitting in your new place, blocks away, hearing the things that we didn't say? It's the sound of a promise that's starting to break. It's the sound of the heartbeats that you used to take. I'm losing my mind in this empty space, trying to find a trace of your face. Do you hear it too? The sound of the silence that's screaming for you. The crash of the memories hitting the floor. The ghost of your key turning around in the door. It's louder than thunder, it's colder than rain, the deafening rhythm of all of this pain. Tell me, do you hear it too? Is it ringing in your ears? Is it drowning out your ears? Can you hear the way the world just fell apart? The little sound of a breaking heart. Oh, can you hear me? Can you hear it? Do you hear it too? The sound of the silence that's screaming for you. The crash of the memories hitting the floor. The ghost of your key turning round in the door. It's louder than thunder, it's colder than rain, a deafening rhythm of all of this pain. Tell me, do you hear it too? It's so loud, the silence is so loud. I'm listening for you, but you're nowhere now. I'm looking at the pictures on the shelf. I'm looking at a version of myself who thought she knew the man inside her bed, who believed every single word you said. But the colors are bleeding, the frame is starting to crack, and I'm seeing the truth in a fade to black. It wasn't just a mistake, it wasn't just a slip, it was a sinking from the start of the ship. Every I love you, every I'm home, every seed of a future that we had sown. It wasn't just hollow, it wasn't just thin, it was poison wrapped in a beautiful skin. And oh, everything was a lie. The sun in the morning, the stars in the sky, the way that you touched me, the way that you breathed, the web of the secrets that you had weaved. I was building a life on a foundation of sand, while you were playing a game I didn't understand. Yeah, the truth is finally catching the light. Everything was a lie. Was any of it real? Was any of it true? Was there ever a moment of the real you? Or were you just an actor playing a part while you were practicing on my heart? I'm tracing the timeline and finding the holes in the story you told to save our souls. Every I promise, every I swear was just smoke and mirrors and empty air. It wasn't just hollow, it wasn't just thin, it was poison wrapped in a beautiful skin. The sun in the morning, the way that you breathe, the web of the secrets that you had weaved. I was building a life on a foundation of sand, while you were playing a game I didn't understand. Yeah, the truth is finally caught in the light. Everything was a lie, just a lie, beautiful and cruel. And I was the only fainting fool. Looking at the picture, looking at the picture, looking at the picture. Just a lie. I know this ache, I know this cold. It's a story I've already told. The way the air leaves my chest, the way my heart fails the test. I've been down this road, I felt this sting. I recognize every shadow you bring. It's like I'm visiting a place I used to live, with nothing left in my pockets to give. The blood is the same, the salt is the same. It's just a new face on an old kind of shame. I should have seen the blade in your hand, but I was too busy making plans. And oh, it's just a familiar wound. just a familiar wound reopened by you. I'm tracing the lines and feeling the heat of a betrayal that's bittersweet. I thought I had healed, I thought I was strong, but I was just waiting for the next thing to go wrong. You found the crack that I tried to hide, and you pushed all the jagged pieces inside. The blood is the same, the soul is the same. It's just a new face on an old kind of shame. I should have seen the blade in your hand, but I was too busy making plans. And oh, it's just a familiar wound, a sad song that's always in tune. You didn't break me in a brand new way, you just brought back the ghosts of yesterday. It's the same old tear, the same old scar, reminding me of exactly where we are. Yeah, you didn't invent the pain, it's true. It's just a familiar wound reopened by you. I'm a survivor of 1,000 goodbyes. I've seen this look in a million eyes. Why does it hurt like it's the very first time? Why am I the victim of the same old crime? Oh, it's burning again. It's all coming It's just so familiar wound, a sad song that's always in tune. You didn't break me in a brand new way, you just brought back the ghost of yesterday. It's the same old tear, the same old scar, reminding me of exactly where we are. You didn't invent the pain. Oh, you didn't invent the pain. It's just a familiar I've been here before, I'll be here again. I'm just an old threat to the pain. I don't remember the shirt you wore, or the way the sunlight hit the floor. I don't remember the song on the radio playing, or the half-hearted excuses you were saying. The details are fading and slipping away like the light at the end of a long cold day. But one thing is frozen, one thing is clear: the very last second that I held you near. Everything else is a blur in the dark. The man that I don't even know anymore. And that's my last memory of us, watching our gold turn into rust, watching your shadow walk out of the light, leaving me here in the middle of the night. I've forgotten the laughs, I've forgotten the kiss, but I'm haunted by a moment just like this. Yeah, the end is the only thing that's true. It's my last memory of you. I try to think back to the start of the flame, to the first time I whispered the sound of your name. But the pain is the thief that steals all the good. I'd rewrite the story if I only could, but the tape is broken, the film is all torn, and I'm left with the version that's battered and worn. Everything else is a blur in the dark. The fire is gone and so is the spark, but I'm stuck on the image of you at the door, the man that I don't even know anymore. And that's my last memory of us, watching our gold turn into rust, watching your shadow walk out of the light, leaving me here in the middle of the night. I've forgotten the laughs, I've forgotten the kiss, but I'm haunted by a moment just like this. Yeah, the end is the only thing that's true. That's my last memory of you. I wanna remember the way that we loved, the heaven we had and the stars up above, but all I can see is the back of your head and the weight of the goodbye that you never said. Oh, it's the only thing left. It's all I can see. It's my last memory of us, watching your shadow walk out of the light, leaving me here in the middle of the night. I've forgotten the laughs, I've forgotten the kiss, but I'm haunted by a moment just like this. Yeah, the end is the only thing that's true. That's my last memory of you. Just you walking away to the grave. That's all that stays, my last memory. I'm putting on my makeup, I'm fixing my hair, I'm acting like I don't even notice you're not there. I'm filling up the calendar, I'm keeping myself busy, but the world is moving fast and it's making me feel dizzy. If anybody asks, I've got a smile on my face. I'm moving at a steady, I don't need did you pay? So I'm telling the mirror that I'm over the worst, that the bubble of us was always meant to burst. I'm breathing in deep, I'm standing up tall, waiting for the day that I don't feel small. And I'll be just fine, yeah, I'll be okay. I'm gonna find a way to make it through the day. I'll be just fine, don't you worry about me. I'm as happy as a woman can possibly be. Except for the shaking, except for the tears, except for the fact that I'm wasted with fears. Yeah, I'll be just fine, as long as I'm a lion. I bought some new clothes and I went to the show. I'm letting everyone I see finally know that the you and me story was the chapter I closed. But I'm feeling like a secret that's been exposed. I'm laughing too loud and I'm talking too much to hide the fact I'm dying for the ghost of your touch. I'm telling my heart that it's time to move on, to stop looking back at the things that are gone. I'm breathing in deep, I'm standing up tall, but I'm just a second away from the fall. And I'll be just fine, yeah, I'll be okay. I'm gonna find a way to make it through the day. I'll be just fine, don't you worry about me. I'm as happy as a woman can possibly be. Except for the shaving, except for the tears, except for the fact that I'm wasted with fears. Yeah, I'll be just fine, as long as I'm lying. The fine is a wall, the fine is a life, the only thing keeping me from wanting to die. If I say it enough, maybe it'll come true, but I'm still just a wreck in the middle of a losing you. I'm just I'll be just fine, yeah, I'll be okay. I'm gonna find a way to make it through the day. I'll be just fine, don't you worry about me. I'm as happy as a woman can possibly be. Except for the breaking, except for the pain, except for the way I still whisper your name. Yeah, I'll be just fine. I'm doing great, I'm doing just fine. Just give me a minute to finish this cry. Walking through this house in the middle of the night, everything is different in this faded light. I see your ghost sitting there in your favorite chair. I reach out my hand, but there's nobody there. It's like a movie that I've seen 1,000 times, a beautiful story full of terrible crimes. I've tried to forget, I try to let go, but you're the only person that I wanna know. They said that time makes the colors all fade, but I'm still living in the shadow we made. I'm a prisoner of used to be, and there's no one here to set me free. 'Cause my memory of you is a beautiful place, where I still get to look at the smile on your face. It's the only place left where you're still mine, where the sun doesn't set and the stars always shine. It's a blessing, it's a curse, it's a hole in my heart. It's the only thing keeping me from falling apart. Yeah, the world moves on, but I'm stuck in the blue. Was my memory of you? I smell your cologne on the jacket I found, and suddenly I'm crashing back down to the ground. I remember the way that you whispered my name before the fire turned into a flame. I'm holding the moments like the pieces of gold in a life that's suddenly gotten so cold. I'm living on scraps, I'm living on dreams, but nothing is ever as good as it seems. They say that time makes the colors all fade, but I'm still living in the shadow we made. I'm a prisoner of used to be, and there's no one here to set me free. 'Cause my memory of you is a beautiful place, where I still get to look at the smile on your face. It's the only place left where you're still mine, where the sun doesn't set and the stars always shine. It's a blessing, it's a curse, it's a hole in my heart. It's the only thing keeping me from falling apart. Yeah, the world moves on, but I'm stuck in the blue with my memory of you. I trade all my tomorrows for one yesterday, just to hear all the things that you used to say. I'm keeping you alive in the back of my mind, because a love like yours is so hard to find. Oh, I'm holding on, I'm never letting go. Tell my memory of you is a beautiful place, where I still get to look at the smile on your face. It's the only place left where you're still mine, where the sun doesn't set and the stars always shine. It's a blessing, it's a curse, it's a hole in my heart. It's the only thing keeping me from falling apart. Yeah, the world moves on, but I'm still with you, and my memory of you. Just a memory, it's all I have left. Close my eyes, and I am home again. was a picture-perfect frame, a house, a home, a sacred name. I walked on eggshells just to keep it bright, to keep the truth out of the light. I polished every surface, every word you said, while the foundation was rotting underneath our bed. I thought if I didn't look it wouldn't be there, but the weight of the silence was more than I could bear. One little slip, one little crack, and there was no way of holding it back. I touched the surface and the ceiling fell in, revealing the hollow that lived within. And I heard the sound of a light shatter, falling like rain on everything that mattered. It's sharp, it's jagged, it's cutting my skin. There's no way to put the pieces back in. The illusion is gone, the mirror is black, and there's no way of gluing the forever back. Yeah, the silence is over, the truth has been gathered. I'm standing in the middle of a lie shattered. See the fragments at my feet. Happily ever after wasn't so sweet. You look at me like I'm the one to blame for finally crawling alive by its name. I'm bleeding from the edges of the trust I gave, from the beautiful life that I couldn't save. The glasses in my eyes, the glasses in my soul, and I'm the only one left to pay the toll. One little step, one little crack, and there was no way of holding it back. I touched the surface and the ceiling fell in, revealing the hollow that lived within. And I heard the sound of a light shatter, falling like rain on everything that mattered. It's sharp, it's jagged, it's cutting my skin. There's no way to put up the pieces back in. The illusion is gone, the mirror is black, and there's no way of gluing the forever back. Yeah, the silence is over, the truth has been gathered. I'm standing in the middle of a light shattered. You were so pretty, you were so clear, it was the only thing I didn't want to fear. But you can't live in a house made of smoke. The minute I breathe, the whole thing broke. Oh, it's all over the floor. It's all over me. Nothing else mattered. I'm just standing in the middle of the light shattered. Nothing but pieces, nothing but dust. The beautiful lies finally over. kept a candle burning in the window pane. I kept a little shelter from the pouring rain. I told myself that you'd be coming home, that I was just a woman standing on her own for now. I fed the dream, I kept the fire lit. I refused to see the end of it. But the air got thin and the room got cold, and the story reached the part that wasn't told. I reached out my hand to feel the spark, but there's nothing left but the heavy dark. And all my hope is dead. It's the final word that can't be unsaid. It breathed its last in the middle of the night, when I realized you weren't worth the fight. The sky didn't fall, but the light is gone, and I don't know how to face the dawn. Yeah, the dream is over, the fire is out, and I finally know what gone is about. My hope is dead. I'm putting all the maybes in a wooden box. I'm finally turning all the heavy locks. I used to think that love could save the day, that I could find a word to make you stay. But I'm tired of the waiting, I'm tired of the lie. I'm just watching the last of the embers die. 'Cause the air got thin and the room got cold, and the story reached a part that wasn't told. I reached out my hand to feel the spark, but there's nothing left but the heavy dark. And oh, my hope is dead. It's the final word that can't be unsaid. It breathed its last in the middle of the night, when I realized you weren't worth the fight. The sky didn't fall, but the light is gone, and I don't know how to face the dawn. Yeah, the dream is over, the fire is out, and I finally know what gone is about. My hope is dead. I fought for it, I bled for it, I spent every part I had instead of it. But you can't keep a ghost alive with tears. You can't make a heartbeat after all these years. Oh, it's gone, it's really gone. And I'm the only one left to walk out. My hope is dead. No, no more wishing, no more someday. Just the silence gray. I look in the mirror, but the glass is clear. I'm looking for someone who used to be here. I check for a shadow, I check for a trace, but I'm just a ghost with a familiar face. He took my laughter, he took my pride, he took the woman who lived inside. Now I'm just a shell, I'm just a name, with no more fuel to feed the flame. I used to be a mountain, I used to be the sun, I used to be the only thing that you had ever won. But you stripped the colors, you stole the light, and left me fighting in the middle of the night. 'Cause I'm just nothing without your love. I'm just a bird that forgot how to fly above. I'm a heart that's beating with no place to go. That nobody wants to know. I'm an empty page, I'm a broken string, I'm the silence where the music used to ring. Yeah, the world keeps spinning, but I'm just nothing. I try to remember the things that I liked before the day that our lives collided and spiked. I try to find me in the wreckage of us, but I'm just a handful of silver and rust. You were the anchor, you were the sea. Now there's nothing left of the person in me. I used to be a mountain, I used to be the sun. Zero, empty, void, and just nothing. I can go for hours, I can go for days, lost inside a busy, crowded maze. I tell myself I finally found the shore, that I don't feel the ghost of you no more. But then a stranger laughs, or I see a certain light, and suddenly I'm losing every battle I fought to fight. It's like a wave that I can't outrun, a shadow blocking out the morning sun. I'm back at the start, I'm back in the rain, back in the middle of all of this pain. 'Cause when I think of you, the world just stops, the sky turns gray, and the curtain drops. I'm paralyzed by the memory of your face. I'm a prisoner of time, I'm a prisoner of space. It's a knife in my heart, it's a hole in my soul. It's the only part of me I can't control. Yeah, the air gets thin and the room turns blue every time when I think of you. I try to keep the windows closed and locked, I try to ignore the way the silence is talked, but your name is written in the steam on the glass. I'm watching every ghost of our forever past. I thought I was strong, I thought I was free, but you're still the only thing living inside of me. It's like a wave that I can't outrun, a shadow blocking out the morning sun. I'm back at the start, I'm back in the rain, back in the middle of all of this pain. 'Cause when I think of you, the world just stops. used to whisper to the shadows in the hall that one day I'd be the one to lose it all. I used to watch the way you'd look away and rehearse the words I knew you'd say. I saw the ending before we even started. I saw the version of me broken-hearted. They say be careful what you wish for in the dark, but I was just waiting for the dying of the spark. I had a feeling, a shiver in my bones, that I'd end up in this house all alone. And oh, it came true, a nightmare I was having about losing you. The bridge finally crumbled, the sky finally fell. I'm living in the story that I feared to tell. It wasn't a surprise, it wasn't a shock, it just heard the turning of the final lock. Yeah, my worst fear is standing in the room, and it came true. And looking at the suitcase by the bed, it's like a scene I've already played in my head. I knew the silence would eventually grow. I knew the forever was just for show. I spent my life preparing for the rain. Now I'm just drowning in the middle of the pain. I had a feeling, a shiver in my cleared the air. I stopped looking for you everywhere. The house is empty, the walls are bare, but there's still a feeling lingering there. I've chased away the anger and the blame. I've stopped crying when I hear your name. But there's one shadow I can't seem to move, one last thing I'm trying to prove. It's the way you left when the world was right. It's the way you held me in the middle of the night. I've said goodbye to the man you became, but I'm still holding on to a different flame. And you're the final ghost I have to face, the last memory I have to erase. I've let go of the lies and the tears I've cried, but I'm still keeping yours alive inside. It's the hardest part of moving on, admitting that the very last piece is gone. Yeah, I'm clearing the room, I'm clearing the coast of my final ghost, of my final ghost. I'm standing at the door with the key in my hand, looking at a life that didn't go as planned. I'm saying a prayer for the girl I used to be before you took the best parts of me. I'm leaving the keys on the kitchen stand, ready to walk into a different land. The air is heavy with the ghost of a kiss. How did it ever come to this? It's the way you left when the world was right. It's the way you held me in the middle of the night. I've said goodbye to the man you became, but I'm still holding on to a different flame. And you're the final ghost I have to face, the last memory I have to erase. I've let go of the lies and the tears I've cried, but I'll still keep yours alive inside. It's the hardest part of moving on, admitting that the very last piece is gone. Yeah, I'm clearing the room, I'm clearing the coast of my final ghost. I'm not running away, I'm just letting you go into the places that I'll never know. I'm giving you back to the wind and the rain. I'm finally washing away the last of the stain. I'm You're the final ghost. Goodbye to the dream, the room